Remember that time I swore off social media? Well, about that. Hey there, I'm Mariah Riona, founder and creative director of Mariah Riona Branding, where I empower female coaches and online entrepreneurs with luxury branding. I want to help you pave the way for you to confidently charge your worth, create a thriving online business, and live a life you love. Before we dive in, I want to take a moment to mention my recent podcast episode where I shared my decision to return to Instagram after a long break. If you haven't listened yet, it's definitely worth checking out. The feedback has been incredible. I've received so many messages and comments from you all about how my experience with Instagram breaks and redefining boundaries resonated. It's clear that a lot of us are reevaluating the role social media plays in our businesses and lives. With all the interest and feedback, I wanted to continue the conversation. In the last episode, I shared some insights on why I decided to quit Instagram for a while, why I ultimately returned, and even offered 7 actionable tips for those of you looking to attract clients through the platform. Today, I'm taking that a step further, showing you exactly how I eased back into Instagram in a way that felt sustainable and aligned with my goals. I'll also be sharing 2 specific strategies I use to turn Instagram into a profitable channel for my business. Let's get into it. You might remember seeing a certain video of mine where I shared why I gave up social media and how my business thrived without it. And wow, it really did. But today I'm here to spill the beans on why I decided to give Instagram another shot after vowing to never look back, and how it's transformed my business in ways I never expected, and just in time too. With a new baby and a growing family, new clients to serve, and a whole slew of challenges all packed into last year, let's just say a change was overdue. If you find yourself in the same boat, busy as can be and looking for ways to diversify your income so you can make more while working less, then this episode is for you. I may have sworn it off before, but now I'm welcoming Instagram back into my business with open arms. So are you ready to learn how I've been using the platform to grow my business and land new clients? Stick around because I've got some exciting insights to share with you. At the end of this episode, I am sharing 3 actionable tips so you can skip the crickets and jump straight to success on this powerful platform. But before we dive in, let's rewind for a bit of background. So here's why I quit Instagram in the first place. Let me take you back to spring of 2023 when I made a pretty bold statement. In this video, I announced that I had given up social media. That's right, no more marketing on Instagram or Facebook for me, even though they're basically everywhere in the digital world. The response was huge. Turns out the video really struck a chord with my viewers. Everyone loved hearing how I tripled my business without relying on social media. And whenever I talk to others about this, I see that the same sense of relief washes over them. In that video, I talked about the negative side effects of social media. The comparison trap and constant distractions were super draining, and I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. At that time, it just wasn't worth it. So I shifted my strategy to providing more in-depth, long-form content, just like this episode, to attract high-paying clients. And guess what? It worked like a charm. My business saw a 3-fold increase in growth. I was convinced I'd never look back. But life has a funny way of surprising us. You might be wondering, with all that success, why on earth would I consider reversing my stance on jumping the Instagram bandwagon again? Well, a couple of things happened that changed my perspective entirely. Fast forward a few months from making that video, I'm sitting in my hairstylist chair and she's gushing about her Instagram reels and how they're bringing in clients left and right. I'm like, wait, what? It got me thinking, I could use my YouTube video skills to translate them into IG Reels magic. I knew I needed a new strategy because I was knee-deep in mom life with a newborn, plus my shift away from social media had done its job a little too well, and I was buried in an exciting yet overwhelming workload from new luxury brand leader clients. My brain was swirling, and I was really feeling the pressure to diversify my income. I had client acquisition totally nailed, but I was drowning in time-consuming one-on-one work and needed to bring in a more passive stream of income. And then the light bulb moment. In a training session, my sales coach, Stacey Baimam, dropped a truth bomb. She said, "You've got to be selling every single day." And guess what platform she singled out? You guessed it, Instagram. Stacey talked about how people tend to complain to her about the platform. Apparently, they weren't huge fans of marketing on Instagram either. Her response? She said, "Listen, I get it, but I'm not gonna complain about a free way to advertise my business." Her words hit me like a ton of bricks. Why was I letting Instagram collect digital dust when it could be a free ticket to business success? I had a choice, you know? I didn't have to use Instagram, but I realized I could stop treating it like the arch nemesis of my productivity and start seeing it for what it was. A totally free marketing playground. Next thing you know, I found myself back on the gram, but I wasn't exactly sure where to start. So here's how I eased into marketing on Instagram for my business. Around the time of my birthday, 2023, I dipped my toes in with my first reel. It was a video that captured a sweet moment when I finally met a longtime Instagram friend in person. I poured out my frustrations with IG, but also highlighted its true essence, making connections and being social. And guess what? People loved it. The views, comments, and likes poured in, and I rediscovered the joy of interacting with others in this creative way. From there, it was all about trial and error. Some reels were hits while others totally flopped. But I was determined to crack the code, so I made a commitment to myself. Post a reel every single day for 30 days straight. And let me tell you, it was a challenge, but I did it. Sure, I didn't gain thousands of followers overnight. It was closer to 200. But what mattered was that people were noticing. I had all kinds of eyeballs on my brand. Friends and family started reaching out to me, telling me how much they enjoyed my reels. That's awesome, but not exactly my target audience. Then something interesting happened. I met up with a colleague for lunch, and the conversation quickly turned to Instagram and Reels. She was picking my brain, wondering how I knew my ideal audience so well. And you know what? It hit me. I've been honing my ideal audience targeting skills as a crucial part of my brand strategy, not just for myself, but also for my clients for years. Even my colleague, a web designer and pro at this kind of thing, was really impressed. This conversation reassured me that I was on the right track. I was building connections and engaging with my audience better than ever before. By the way, if you want to learn the art of connecting with your audience, you can learn my signature method in Client Breakthrough. This is the ultimate guide to defining, attracting, and booking your ideal clients on repeat. You can grab this resource at the link below. How did I start making money on Instagram? All right, let me spill the beans on how I'm turning my Instagram presence into a revenue generating machine. It's been quite the ride. Around this time, I was deep into developing my new course, The Luxury Branding Blueprint. This is a digital product that offers all of my luxury branding expertise, but without the one-on-one commitment from my end. Win-win, right? And hello, passive income. As I immersed myself more and more into Instagram, I realized the potential to leverage its momentum for my product launch. So I kicked off with a pre-sale offer. And guess what? It sold out within 24 hours. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Since launching my course, I've raked in over $2,500 in passive sales, and the numbers keep climbing week after week. Wouldn't it feel amazing to wake up to sales that happen in your sleep? I also announced my one-on-one business coaching services on Instagram as well. And guess what happened? Multiple coaching clients signed up simply from connecting with me on the platform. The power of Instagram for business is undeniable. It's not just about pretty pictures and likes, it's about building real connections that lead to tangible results. So here are 3 tips for growing your online business on Instagram. First, Post consistently. Now, I'm not saying you have to post every single day. I certainly don't anymore. But hear me out. Posting daily for 30 days straight right at the beginning was a fantastic exercise. Not for the sake of amassing followers, but for the invaluable insights I gained. I learned what worked, what didn't, and how to fine-tune my content strategy. Remember, follower count doesn't matter as much as revenue. I haven't seen a massive spike in followers, but that hasn't stopped me from making real connections that translate into real money. My second tip is to post content that solves problems. Here's the golden rule of content creation. Focus on solving your ideal client's problems, whether it's through informative posts, helpful tips, or inspiring stories. Your content should be a solution, not just more noise to scroll past. When you become the go-to problem solver in your niche, trust me, the followers and the sales will follow. And my third tip is to keep all of your content on brand. Consistency is key, my friend. It's not about bombarding your feed with random content every single day. It's about showing up regularly and on brand. Stick to your colors and fonts. Speak your brand's story and mission, and showcase your expertise in your brand's niche. By all means, have fun playing around with stories and reels, but make sure your presence on Instagram reflects who you are and what you offer. That's the winning formula. So there you have it, my top 3 tips for marketing on Instagram and growing your online business sales. So go ahead and give them a try and watch your business soar. If you're ready to instantly elevate your brand and attract higher paying clients, the Luxury Branding Blueprint is for you. Crafted from years of experience in building luxury brands for my clients, this course is the ultimate step-by-step guide to take your brand from overlooked to overbooked. Over the course of just 2 weeks, you'll learn some of my best kept secrets to building a brand that commands premium prices and effortlessly attracts higher paying clients. Enroll today and get instant access at the link in the description box below. If you want to hear more on leveraging Instagram for business, let me know in the comments below if you're on YouTube, or send me a DM on Instagram. I'm tossing around a new video idea that does deep dive into engaging your audience in stories and DMs, so stay tuned. While today's episode is geared towards coaches, any service provider can follow these same tips and achieve equally awesome results. For more on marketing on Instagram and growing your online business, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. Until next time, keep branding boldly.